Vocaloid.
Hey everybody, Stephen Munn here. Today, I just want to do a short video on creating harmonies in Vocaloid using a VST plugin. Now, in a previous video, I explained how you can do this manually in Vocaloid by duplicating a track you want to create a harmony to, and then shifting all the notes by a third, and then going back to make adjustments to the specific notes that have now gone out of key. But there is an easier and quicker way to do this, and that is by using a VST pitch shifting plugin. The one I like to use is by Aegean Music. It's called PitchProof, and it's totally free. You can check it out on their website at aegeanmusic.com. It's available for both Windows and Mac. For Windows, make sure you download the correct version. And if you're like me, you'll need to download both the 64-bit version and 32-bit version because my digital audio workstation software, which is PreSonus Studio One Artist, is 64 bits, but the Vocaloid 3 software is 32 bits. So I need the 32-bit version for Vocaloid and the 64-bit version for Studio One. So, now that you've downloaded the VST plugin, how do we use it in Vocaloid? First, let's start up Vocaloid. Go into Settings and click on VST Plugins. This will bring up the VST Plugin Manager. As you can see, I've already added PitchProof to Vocaloid. Now to do this, all you need to do is put the VST plugin file in your Vocaloid VST folder, which in my case is Programs Vocaloid VST Plugins. Once you do that, just hit the Update button so it will rescan the folder, and it will now appear in your list of plugins. The alternative is to create a separate plugin folder, which is what I've done. I've added a couple of other directories for my plugins because I have other programs that I want to be able to use these plugins as well, so it makes sense to have a common directory for them to share. To do this, just click on the VST plugin path button and add your directory. Make sure you click on the Update button so that Vocaloid can scan the new directory. Now that I've added the PitchProof plugin to Vocaloid, let's try it out. I'm going to open a Vocaloid song that I've already completed. Now, let's go to the mixer, where we can add the PitchProof effect to the track. And you can see that the PitchProof plugin is listed along with my other VST plugins. Once I select that, the PitchProof interface opens, and we see that it has 4 controls: blend, detune, pitch, and key. The blend knob is by default set at 0.5, so that both the original track, the dry track, and the pitch effect, the wet track, is equal. But I like to have my harmonies softer and in the background so that my melody can stand out. So I will set this around 0.280 towards the dry side. The detune knob is so that you can make slight adjustments to your pitch, either up or down. The reason why you may want to do this is to give your track a more human effect. You only need to do this just a little bit, but I'm going to leave this alone for now though. For the pitch, this is where you can set your harmonies. The traditional harmony is a major third interval, so that's what I'm going to pick for now. But you can play around with the other harmonies to see what you like, especially if you add a second harmony track. These harmony options do all the work for you, so you don't have to account for any notes going out of key. That's why it's important for you to set the key that your song is in. As you can see, I've set this to the key of C. That's the key of this particular song. So now let's give this a listen.
I wanna make some takoyaki and eat them for dinner with toyosoki. And if you forget the octopus, well, takonashiyaki will still taste good.
Now let's see what it sounds like if I choose the fourth harmony.
I wanna make some takoyaki and eat them for dinner with toyosoki. And if you forget the octopus, well, takonashiyaki will still taste good.
So you can play around with the different harmonies to see which one fits your song the best. You do have other options as well. In the bottom part of the pitch selection, you can change the pitch by semitones, up or down, up to a whole octave, or down a whole octave, which is 12 semitones. This is useful for changing the key of your track. For instance, if I wanted to change the key of this song to the key of D, I would just shift the pitch up 2 semitones. This is going from C to D. Then I would turn the blend knob all the way to the right so that it is 100% wet. The melody is now in the key of D. Let's give that a listen.
I wanna make some takoyaki and eat them for dinner with toyosoki. And if you forget the octopus, well, takonashiyaki will still taste good.
Okay, so given how easy it is to create a harmony with plugins, why bother to create a harmony track manually? Well, if you do it manually, it gives you greater control. You can adjust the individual notes for length, volume, and all kinds of other parameters so that it sounds like someone else is singing the harmony rather than it merely being the original singer's track duplicated. You're also free to adjust the harmony part so that it's not a rigid major third or whatever all the way through the entire song. So it's really a matter of choice. With the plugin, you have speed and convenience. If you create the harmony yourself, you have greater choice and control. Definitely, I would consider using the plugin to create a second harmony part. Anyway, I hope this short video was helpful. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. See you next time.